Now, these families in Israel, many of whom have lost someone in this attack on 10/7 or who know a family that's lost somebody. I mean, it's a very close, small country. Now they have their sons going off or their daughters going off, like at very real risk of peril and loss of life in what is going to look more like Fallujah if they start this ground invasion. I mean, it's going to be hand-to-hand urban warfare that was tough even for our best and most grizzled soldiers, Bethany.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just their sons and daughters, it's their husbands. I mean, I'm just going to give you one example. My friend Gabe is my age. I'm 37 years old. He has 3 children and his wife is a photographer and he works in marketing. He's on the front lines right now and it's really scary. I was just getting voice memos for him. So when you think about the Israeli, nation and the economy, everything has ground to a halt because every single man is pretty much in a uniform right now. And so the offices are empty, the restaurants aren't doing delivery. Like it is all hands on deck right now in Israel. And the people, I mean, no one wants to be doing this. No one wants to take off. And, my friends are doing FaceTime calls with their husbands. And, there was a beautiful one of a soldier who was naming his baby at his bris on FaceTime because he couldn't be at his son's bris. There are weddings happening before people are deployed. I mean, the Israeli public do not want to be doing this, but they need to. They understand that they need to, because Hamas is an existential threat to everyone's safety. And they're holding 200 Israelis hostage, women, children, babies. There's a 9-month-old that no one knows what's going on. And I want everyone to just stop for a moment and think that there are 200 people, women and children, who are in the hands of Hamas. And listen back to that first 5 minutes of your show and remember what they did to people before they killed them. Those demons have 200 people for the last 13 days. What is happening to them? I don't even want to imagine. And that is why this is a crisis and why everyone has responded, because it is a country the size of New Jersey. Everyone knows someone who is dead or missing, and they understand it could be them, it could be their children, and they have to get them back right now.
I mean, just the horrors of murdering women and then posting the murders on the Facebook pages and then sending the message
cutting women open and stabbing their fetuses. Like it's
beyond horrific. It's the worst stuff. You couldn't even conjure it up. It's Nazi level cruelty, torture, and inhumanity. 100%. I mean, some of the stuff the Nazis didn't even think of. So I don't understand these people even as human. I really don't. You could say I'm trying to dehumanize them. I would say they did it to themselves. So what do we make then, Karol, of this 100 million? Because we're going to give it, I mean, truly, as I said in the intro, okay, so he's got a finger wagging. You better not let Hamas have any of this 100 million. This is for aid for the innocent Palestinians who are there. And there are some innocents. But, you better make sure that Hamas does it. If Hamas gets it, you're in a lot of trouble. I can see why the families of the hostages are saying, what about them? Why weren't they even discussed? Maybe something was happening behind the scenes.
Maybe it was. I find it very hard to trust the Joe Biden administration. He goes to Israel and he jokes that the Palestinians need to learn how to shoot straight. And that 100 million
that was
Palestinian
unbelievable.
Civilians is absolutely going to be stolen by Hamas. Hamas has posted videos of them removing water pipes and turning it into rocket launchers. It's not us or any, Western or anybody saying this. It's themselves posting this online and showing their work. And yet we're giving them $100 million to just do more of this. I really feel like I'm on glue with this. It's such a crazy thing for America and Israel to do. And I don't believe that President Biden even once mentioned the hostages. And there's, I think, 17 Americans being held of that 200. Hasn't said a word about them while he was in Israel. I don't know what his speech tonight is going to be, but I have just very low expectations for this administration, and they don't even clear that expectation generally.
Yeah, I think he made a passing reference. And then later when he was asked, what's going to happen with the hostages, he said, I'm hopeful that we can get them back. So it's possible we have something. There was speculation that, and I think a Hamas leader had suggested they were going to release all the civilian hostages just as long as Israel stopped bombing. So Israel needs to stop in its retaliation It's exacting of justice and securing of its own safety, and then it can have back just the hostages. That'll be the deal. Which Israel's never going to agree to. And then there was some speculation that perhaps Joe Biden had struck a deal, or Blinken had struck a deal for the release at least of the Americans, and he was going to go over there and meet with the Arabs and say, see, look, I've gotten the Americans back. Because I do think Hamas knows if you kill the Americans, you start putting out those little videos that you promised of murdering Americans on TV, it's a different ballgame. It's a fucking different ballgame.
I don't know. I really do hope so. And the thing is, look, I'm a conservative. I didn't vote for Joe Biden, but of course I'm rooting for him. Of course I'm rooting for him to do the right thing and say the right words and have action that brings home these Americans being held hostage. But I just don't see that. I feel like if I'm wrong, I'll be so happy to be wrong. I would love to see this administration step up and show some strength and really get those Americans out of there and do the right thing. But I see chaos.
This show is supported by Grand Canyon University. Founded in 1949, GCU is a private Christian university that's dedicated to delivering an affordable and transformative higher education. Their vibrant campus is located in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, and according to niche.com, it's ranked a top 25 best campus in the country. As of June 2023, GCU offers 330 academic programs, 330 I say, and over 270 of those are available also online, allowing you the freedom to earn your degree on your time from wherever you are. You can fold it into your day where it makes sense. Their programs are also designed to challenge and inspire you. At GCU, your degree, whether it's a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate, integrates the free market system and a welcoming Christian worldview. Learn more about GCU's programs, competitive tuition rates, and scholarship offers from your university counselor. They're part of the supportive graduation team who take a personalized approach to helping you achieve your academic goals, walking alongside you every step of the way. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. For more info or to enroll, visit gcu.edu. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.